Since you guys liked my makeup look I posted, but I'm going to do a tutorial that nobody actually asked me for, and I cannot see, so I'm going to be squinting. I figured I would take this time to do my makeup and introduce myself. I don't do a lot for my skincare because when I do too much, I break out. Glow Recipe Plump Serum Drops. So I just take a couple of those, put that all over. My name is Taji, but I go by Taj. I am 36. I will be 37 this year in October. October 16th is my birthday. I am a Libra. These dewdrops from Glow Recipe. I really like Glow Recipe stuff. Their stuff is really good. And I have oily skin, oily dry skin, like oily T-zone, dry everywhere else. So I use Glow Recipe's products. It's like the perfect consistency, like a gel consistency, so that my makeup stays on, but it's like it gives me moisture at the same time. I am a wife. Me and my husband are planning our 10-year anniversary in 2027. So I'll be hopefully consistent with that wedding content. I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. Goes boy, girl, girl, boy. Oh, and then I just put on e.l.f. Power Grip. This is my favorite primer. It's so good. I'm like almost gone. I gotta get some more. I have a 17-year-old boy. I have a 12-year-old girl. She has autism. I have a 9-year-old girl and a 7-year-old boy. No, I do not want any more kids. I did at one point, but the older I get, the older they get, I'm ready to just, not start that chapter over again. I'm from Massachusetts. I born and raised in Springfield, Massachusetts. Not Springfield, Illinois, where the Simpsons are from, but Springfield, Massachusetts, where the birthplace of basketball is. Basketball Hall of Fame. I moved to Georgia with my husband in 2014. I have a podcast called A Place the App. I just started that, I want to say like a month or so ago. So definitely check that out. It's streaming on everywhere you get your podcast, even YouTube. And I also have a TikTok page. I'm still like up and coming, working that out. Different techniques that I learned on TikTok. And I'll put the women that I got the techniques from.
But it tastes good when it's put all together. Onions, garlic, celery, balsamic vinegar.
Tomato paste.
That's a big word for
my
Elmo.
brows. Love using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer because it's thick. So I put it on the back of my hand. Just gonna carve out my brow. On a healing and weight loss journey. I started taking GLP-1 in November of last year. I don't know exactly how much weight I've lost because I'd rather be naive and not look at a scale. And I just let my clothes tell me that I've lost weight. They're starting to fall off or like be baggy on me. So I'm going to take my ring finger and just blend that out, blend it down. Also, I do press-ons. So I had a press-on nail business called Get Pressed that I started a little bit before the pandemic hit. And then obviously like other things going on in life, I don't really promote that as much, but it's still my baby, my first business. Only thing I switch up is the lip and the blush. Some days I want a pink, some days I want like a more bronze, some days I want coral or like orange-ish. Just the only thing I really change up. I'm doing my makeup because I'm doing my own makeup for my wedding, so this is probably exactly how I'm gonna do my makeup for that day too. And I'll probably do like, it's gonna be a spring wedding, so I don't know if I want to do orange or pink, but we'll see. Take my Thread Beauty 140 medium neutral golden bronzing stick, and I'm gonna put it here and here, here, and here. That's what Drea said. That's all you need. That's all you need. Same ring finger. I'm going to use that to blend it out. I used to do makeup on Facebook. I used to go live and teach people how to put their makeup on. I've been a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and that was like kind of my way to like build my own community, was to get on live and talk to people about doing their makeup. So plush size beauty days. That was a fun time. One thing that I'm struggling with on TikTok is like showing my personality. I can be like really goofy and like nerdy. I also can be like shy and reserved and like overthink and don't know how I'm gonna be perceived. So I don't know. It's a struggle. It's a struggle with this social media era now. Everything's so fucking serious. You can't say anything, can't do anything. You're always trying to be like politically fucking correct. So yeah. BH Cosmetics Ultimate Neutral Shadow Palette. This is so good. Like, mind you, I only use this top row and maybe like these 2 colors that's pretty much it. And then I use this color for my brows. The first colors that I'm going to use are going to be these two colors, and I'm going to put it here and here to set my my contour. And I like to pat my shadows in. I'm going in with those same two shadows, and I just pat it in. I don't swipe, I just pat. This works for me. I have hooded eyes, but this technique just always works for me. Just keep going in with layers upon layers, just patting each layer in. I think it's usually these three shadows, and I like to focus that on the outer corner of my eye. So I just tap into all three, tap off the excess, and then I start on the outer corner of my eye. So right here, and I'm still patting it in and going into the crease a little bit. Pat into the crease, pat into the crease. Staying away from this area right here. This is my second layer. I'm literally just patting it, staying at the thing, and then I'm bringing it a little bit over these last two shades, and I'm just going to deepen that outer corner even more. I feel like you can always alter this. Like, you can do the same outer part, but then in your inner you can add like a pretty purple or blue or green or like a pop of color right in that part. These two shades for my inner corner. So I take these two right here, and I'm gonna put that a little bit of that e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter in the shade 5, and the 24-hour L'Oreal Infallible Foundation Pro Glow in 209 Caramel Beige. Then I'm gonna mix them together. The large blur brush, this is really good. So I'm just gonna go into my foundation like this, and I'm going to start applying that to my face. And by now our primer and face products have set, so wherever I feel like I need to add more coverage, I do. I have a lot of freckles, so my contour brush, I'm just gonna put some on the brush, and I'm gonna use this to bronze tour or whatever. Into my eyeshadow, lilac blush before I do my concealer. So under my eye a little bit where I'm gonna put my concealer. Bring it up on my temple. I'm really into line dancing right now. Line dancing. I line dance on Mondays at the Whiskey Barbecue, 7585 Highway 85 South, I think, Riverdale, Georgia. It's a free class from 7 to 8:15. And she teaches soul line dancing with Connie. It's a free class. All they want you to do is support the bar. Here. I'm running out. I love watching documentaries, crime documentaries, all kinds of documentaries, really, if I find it interesting. I watch a lot of First 48, Discovery ID, Crime TV, Crime 360, all of those types of shows. Currently in the process of rebuilding my life from scratch, so that we can finally put roots down in Georgia. Since we've been down here since 2014, we've kind of moved around a little bit, but I'm ready to like finally put roots down for the kids and like have like a permanent space here. So we're in the process of that. I'm really into fashion, makeup, nails, hair. I do it all. I'm a DIY girl. Do my own nails, do my own makeup, do my own hair, do my own clothes, DIY my clothes, whatever. I've been doing that since I was like in middle school, watching my older sisters do it. Seeing this thing that was like, I am nothing but an amalgamation of the women that came before me, and my mom and my sisters and all the women around me inspire me with like my fashion, my makeup, my hair. Like, I'm inspired by just all bomb ass women. So even outside of my family, just women in general are just amazing. I take this Make It Last original 24-hour wear. I'm gonna spray my face. Now I'm gonna blend in my concealer, and I'm using this medium blur motor brush. I used to be like a beauty blender girl, but I haven't used a beauty blender in so long. Blend that into the blush. I feel like definitely losing weight has given me like a newfound like confidence in myself. I'm appreciating my body more. I feel like I was in a phase where I dressed it up, but I didn't really appreciate my body for what she's experienced, what she's been through, the changes. Blush brush, blush brush. I've been getting tongue-tied. I had my wisdom teeth out a while ago, and I want to say maybe like 5 years ago or more. And when they took my wisdom teeth out, a piece of my, like my, I guess my roots, like my roots of my teeth are so long, they're like deep in my gums and jaw. So when they took my wisdom tooth out on one side, they had to leave a piece because it was like attached to a nerve. And when they did that, he was like, if he would have took it all out, I would have like completely lost control. Like I would have been numb, and like I would have never regained like I guess like the full whatever operation of my, I don't know, something like that. Like it would have been completely numb. But when whatever he did remove, I was still numb for a long time on this side. Plus, after having kids, like I think some of my teeth chip like from losing a lot of calcium. So I have like kind of like a lisp where I get like tongue tied, especially because sometimes it's at random times I still lose like it still feels numb on the side of my tongue. So concealer from in number 27 from Sephora, just a little bit. Out that concealer with a powder that I'm not gonna really talk about because I just seen some like crazy stuff about how they stole they stole this whole black owned brand's like idea and everything. But I don't have another powder to use because I really don't do my makeup like that. So I'm definitely going to be buying a new powder. I'm going to substitute this for the e.l.f. powders, and I think there was like another L'Oreal powder or Maybelline powder, loose powders, and not even use this anymore. But I'm just going to use this for now. So I'm going to put some on the back of my powder puff, dab it out on my wrist, check to see if I have, I'm going to have creases, but I try to like minimize. So I'm going to just tap out a little bit, and then I'm going to go in and set Pro Smooth face powder in the shade Mahogany. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush and use that to kind of like set the rest of my face before I go in with baking. This CoverGirl Outlast, what is this? Toasted almond, full coverage powder. That's what it looks like. It was $5. It was on sale. I'm gonna just use that for my powder contour. I like to just pat that in. I'm gonna bake underneath this. Other ColourPop Lil Vibe Super Shock Blush. And this is a matte pink. What I love about it is very buildable and it's not too much. PLM Cosmetics, and I use a little bit of the one called Crybaby when I want just a little bit extra. I'll put some underneath. A little more right here. Brush through. And I use my flat So I hope you guys learn more about me, and I will see you guys next time.